The grace of God, it does, no doubt, first and foremost, it constrains us. Listen to Jesus in verse 38 of Matthew chapter 5. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Notice here that our natural inclination is exposed by Christ. We are naturally inclined to get people back for how they have treated us. And these words here in verse 38 of Matthew chapter 5, they are no doubt familiar words. The fact of the matter is that the Pharisees wanted to make it so that the accountability was no longer to God, but that accountability was to the individual for the wrong that has been done against them. And you can understand this, friends, because we want matters taken into our own hands when we are wronged. When a transgression happens to us, we want to be judge and jury. We want to get folk back for what they've done to us. Am I right about it on this morning? Oh, I know I'm right about it. But here is the reality, friends. Man's justice is not like God's justice. And can I tell you why? Because oftentimes when man gives justice, it is justice that oftentimes goes too far. God's justice is an exact justice. God's justice is a measured justice. Oh, you hear it in the law in verse 38, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But when man takes justice into their own hands, oftentimes man goes too far in the administration of justice, whereas God is exact. A man could be shot in the neck in front of his wife and his children. And because he said some words, listen to the Christians, he got what he deserved. Quoting Galatians chapter 6, you reap what you sow. That's not God's justice, friends. For if it was words that were sown, words would come back. If it was a physical assault that was sown, God's justice says a physical assault would come back. If it was a bullet that was sown, it would be a bullet that came back. But the reality is that we want justice our way, and oftentimes our justice goes far and exceeds further than what the law allows.